Good morning everyone, welcome to the official YouTube channel of Officer Adda. First of all, let me know how are you all, and also let me know is audio and video both are okay, are we good to go? So first, happy Republic Day to all of you and welcome to this session. In this particular session, we will be going to discuss the test analysis of All India mock of PPB, or I can say the PPB readiness test. So this test analysis we have done in two parts. The part 1 have already been done, and this is our part 2 in which we are going to discuss the remaining number of questions in today's session. Okay, so let's move forward, and before moving forward, I want to tell you all that this is initial initiative that Officers Adda 24/7 have taken. So this is the initiative that we have taken for your JAIIB and CIB papers for May 2024. So this is what, this is 4 days, 8 subject and 32 hours. So this is the initiative we have taken on the occasion of Republic Day, because we know you have holidays right now, and that's why this proper schedule have been planned for YT, that is for YouTube. So you can see yesterday we have done JAIIB PPB English session. Today in the evening at 7 to 9 PM we are going to discuss the IE IFS English medium session, and then tomorrow, it means on 27th, we are going to have the same time IE IFS subject but in bilingual. Okay, apart from that, the other JAIIB sessions you have on 9 to 11 tomorrow, that will be your RBWM. Vishal sir will take that, and tomorrow 1 to 3 PM Niharika ma'am will be taking your session for AFM. So these are the sessions which is important for all of you. These are the 4 subjects of you, and this you have to attend. This is the session that will help you to prepare or to know how to first of all attempt the question. What should be the strategy while you are attempting the question, that will be covered here. Okay, so let's move forward. Do make sure you take a screenshot of this and do not miss any class. If you have not seen the yesterday's PPB session, do watch it. It is available in the Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. Okay, let's move forward. So this is our today's session in which we are going to talk about the test analysis of your PPB readiness test. This is part 2. If you have not seen the part 1, the part 1 recording is available on Officers Adda 24/7. You can watch it. Okay, you can watch the recording. Next, so let's move forward. The first question in this session we are going to discuss is, which region in India is exempted from the applicability of your FAMA Act? So when it comes to the FAMA stands for Foreign Exchange Regulation, Foreign Exchange Management Act. Initially, at the time of independence, we have introduced the FARA Act in 1947. Okay, now what is FARA? What was FARA actually? Foreign Exchange Regulation Act. This act was introduced at the time of independence, or after independence actually, so that we will be managing our foreign exchange reserves. We will be managing the exchange of foreign currency. And there was a lot of restrictions in the FARA, because it was at that time we were having a very less foreign currency, and it was important for the minimum reserve system of RBI to maintain a certain reserve in the MRS. Apart from that, it was also important for us to maintain foreign currency, because we were at that time dependent on the foreign countries for the crude oil imports, and still we are dependent on them. So that's why the foreign currency reserves was limited in the country, and RBI have introduced the certain restrictions on the foreign exchange transaction. Okay, this have been seen in the FARA Act. Now this FARA Act was amended in the year 1973, so it became FARA 1973. But what happened? In 1991, we have seen the government introduce the LPG policy. Liberalization, privatization, globalization. Because of the globalization, we allowed that all types of export, import of goods and services can be done. And when you are allowing that maximum export and import is allowed now in the country, then you need a proper foreign exchange of currencies as well. The foreign exchange was not allowed in the country at that time, but now when we have introduced the LPG, we are going for the globalization. We open our economy, we allowed the export import. If you are saying that the India now can export import all the goods and services because no restriction is there from the side of the government, you also have to provide the permission to the country that they can to simply exchange the foreign currency. Because if you are doing export, you are getting payments in the foreign currency that you have to convert in the Indian rupee. And if you are doing import, you have to pay in the foreign currency. And that's why FARA was replaced by FAMA, Foreign Exchange Management Act, in 1999. So FAMA says it's a Foreign Exchange Management Act. It will not regulate, it will not put any restrictions now, it is simply manage the foreign exchange of the country. So earlier it was the regulations, but now we have a management. So it is managing the foreign exchange reserves, okay, foreign exchange transactions, sorry. And foreign currency reserves or foreign exchange reserves in our country managed by whom? Managed by RBI. Okay, now first, the Gujarat International Foreign Tax City, all of India including the Gujarat International Foreign Tax City, the whole of India except the Gujarat International Foreign Tax City, no region in India is exempted from the applicability of the FAMA. So FAMA was introduced in the year 1999. Now you have to answer which particular area is not a, which particular area is the area where it is not allowed to be apply the FAMA. Let me know. A, B, C or D? Okay. Done. So the right answer is actually the whole of India except Gujarat International Foreign Tax City. So whole of India except this gift city, or you can say Gujarat International Foreign Tax City, is the applicability of your FAMA. So the FAMA extend to the whole of India except this gift city. This means FAMA is applicable to all region of country except this special city, that is your Gujarat International Foreign Tax City. You can call it gift city. GIFT. It stands for what? Gift city. So here the FAMA is not applicable. In all of the other regions FAMA is applicable. So right answer for this question will be C. Okay. Next question. Next question we have here, let's talk about what is the maximum amount that can be repatriated abroad per financial year from the resident account of a foreign national leaving India. So what amount of money that can be transferred from India to abroad? Okay, from the resident's account of a foreign national leaving India. A, B, C or D? Is it $1 million, $10 million, $1 billion, $100,000? A, B, C or D? Which of the following is correct? And the right answer is the foreign nationals residing in India, they can transfer maximum of $1 million in one financial year. How much they can transfer? They can transfer $1 million in one financial year. And from their resident account to their overseas account. And this allow them to repatriate the funds internationally. This financial regulation ensure that controlled capital movement while accommodating the needs of leaving the India. So this is the amount that can be transferred in one financial year when the person is leaving India. Foreign national is leaving India. So right answer will be your A. Okay. Now next question is talking about under which regulation is the opening, holding and maintaining of foreign currency account by a person resident in India regulated as a step forward capital account convertibility. So we have discussed about balance of payment. Balance of payment is simply a systematic statement of all the economic transaction between India and rest of the world in one financial year. And when it comes to the balance of payment, it has three types of accounting: current account, capital account and financial account. Current and capital you have to study in your syllabus. Financial account is not a part of your syllabus. So current account covers your export import of goods and services, the unilateral transaction. When it comes to the capital account, it covers your assets and liabilities transfers. Okay, it covers what? It covers your assets and liabilities transfer that we are talking about. And the question is asking here, under which regulation your opening, holding, maintaining of foreign currency accounts by a person who is resident in India is regulated? Is it FAMA? Is it RBI Act? Is it Securities and Exchange Board of India? SEBI? Is it Banking Regulation Act? So FAMA was introduced in 1999, FAMA Act, RBI Act 1934, SEBI Act 1992, and the Banking Regulation Act 1949. So which act is correct here? And the right answer is obviously Foreign Exchange Management Act. Right answer is what? FAMA, that is Foreign Exchange Management Act. The opening, holding and maintaining of foreign currency account by resident in India, okay, it is regulated under the FAMA. And this modification allows the resident to maintain account denominated in foreign currency in India. Okay, they can do what? They can maintain the account in India in form of foreign currency, facilitating transaction in foreign exchange, and they will be providing a natural hedge against the exchange risk. Okay, while saving bank charges on the conversion. So this is all goes under the FAMA regulation, that is Foreign Exchange Management Act regulation. Okay, let's say for example, if Indian resident want to have an account in India in foreign currency. So that account is known as EEFC account. Do remember that, Exchange Earner Foreign Currency Account. But this account is only allowed to be opened by the persons who are actually earning foreign currency. It's not like I can open this account to perform the foreign exchange trade. I can't do that. Exchange Earners Foreign Currency Account is the account which can be maintained by Indian resident in India in foreign currency. But the condition is only earned foreign currency will be maintained here. You cannot convert the currency and then maintain here. Only earning of currency will be maintained. Like the exporters, importers, companies who are dealing in the foreign exchange, who are earning the foreign exchange, they can have that account. Okay, next question. Which types of entity are mandated to abide by the Right to Information Act in India? So you have to answer which type of entity they are mandated to abide the RTI Act in India. Only public sector, only public authority, both public sector banks and institutions owned and controlled by government, neither public sector banks nor institutions owned and controlled by government. So which of the following is correct? A, B, C or D? So if it's saying neither public sector nor institutions owned and controlled by government, this is wrong. Right answer will be both the public sector banks and institutions, that is owned and controlled by the government of our country. They have to abide by the RTI Act. Okay, they have to abide by what? They have to abide by the RBI Act. Okay, so right answer will be your C. Right answer we have is C. Clear? Next question. What is the purpose of adding account payee or payee's account only to the crossing of a check? Question is asking what is the purpose of adding the account payee or the payee's account only to the crossing of a check? First is saying to comply with NI Act and ensure legal protection for the check. Second is saying to provide additional security and prevent unauthorized collection of check proceeds. Third is saying to expedite the clearance process and reduce the chances of fraud. Fourth is saying to notify the collecting bank about specific account where the proceeds should be credited. So what do you think? Which of the following is correct here? The purpose of adding account payee or payee's account only to the crossing of a check. Okay. So when you add account payee crossing, it means this is what you have to do. There will be two parallel lines on the top left and it will be written here as account pay. Okay, in the parallel lines it will be written as account pay. If you have done this account pay crossing, it means you want to provide additional security and you want to prevent the unauthorized collection of a check to proceeds. Okay, because once the account pay crossing have been done, the payment will be done only in the account of the person whose name is specified and only in the account of the bank that is specified. Okay, so right answer will be your B. So any unauthorized collection of check proceed cannot happen in this type of crossing. Okay, so right answer is B. So all the types of crossings are defined under Negotiable Instrument Act, obviously. So we have general crossing, we have account payee crossing, and we have a special crossing. Okay, so these three types of crossings are there. In the general crossing, you will find two parallel lines on the top left, and it will be deposited in your account. Okay, you can deposit the fund, you can clear the check in the account. Second, you can endorse this check. There is no requirement of having a self account. Let's say, for example, let me explain this. We have a general crossing, account payee crossing, okay, and the special crossing, for example. Now, in general crossing, you will only find the two parallel lines on the top left. In account pay, you will find two parallel lines, and in between the parallel lines, it will be written as account pay. Okay, and the third, in special crossing, you will find here the account pay, but the bank's name will also be mentioned. Let's say I have mentioned here SBI, for example. Now, in case of all the type of crossing, you cannot make the payment in form of cash. Whether it is a general crossing, whether it is an account pay, whether it is your cash, special crossing, the payment of check cannot be given in form of cash. Okay, this is the first condition. Second condition, in the general crossing, you can endorse the check. Endorse means you can transfer check to other person and take payment from that person. In case of account pay, endorsement is not allowed. In case of a special crossing, endorsement is not allowed. You cannot endorse the money of your check to the another person. You cannot endorse the check. In general account, there is no mandatory of having a self account. It doesn't matter if you do not have a self account and someone have given you the general crossing check. What you can do, you can simply endorse that check to the another person and you can take cash from that person. It's not mandatory that you should have the particular account in the bank so that you will get the payment of the check. Okay, you can endorse the check. Second, in account pay, it is very much important that you have your self account. Having a self account is mandatory in this case. In case of a special crossing, self account is mandatory plus the name of a bank that have been specified. In the same bank, you have to have an account. If I written here as account pay SBI, it means the person, the payee should have account in State Bank of India to get this payment. It is mandatory. Okay, so these are the three types of crossing we have and the condition I have told you about the crossing. So do remember that. Next go. Under what condition is a collecting banker protected while protecting a check or draft? Under what condition is collecting banker protected while collecting a check? First, the check is collected for a customer in compliance with KYC guidelines. The check is crossed either generally or specially before it is received by the banker. Third, the banker acts in good faith and without negligence. Fourth, all of the above. So the condition is a collecting banker protected while collecting a check or the draft. Let me know which of the following is the condition where the protection will be given to the collecting bank. Okay. And the right answer will be all of the above. Right answer will be all of the above. In all these cases, the collecting banker will get protection against the check or the draft. So the check is collected for a customer in compliance with the KYC. Second, check is crossed either generally or specially before it is received by the banker. Third, the banker acts in the good faith and without negligence. In all these cases, the banker will get the protection. It means right answer will be D. Okay, all the cases will be counted here. Next we have under the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881, what are the three types of negotiable instrument commonly used in commercial transaction? So we are talking about a Negotiable Instrument Act 1881, and question is asking, out of the following, what are the negotiable instruments that can be utilized for what? For the commercial transaction. First is saying bills of exchange, demand draft, money order. Second is saying promissory note, money orders and traveler's check. Third is saying promissory note, bill of exchange and check. Fourth is saying demand draft, traveler's check and money order. I guess it's a very simple question. Everybody can answer this. It's a very simple question. See, so first of all, in the Negotiable Instrument Act section 13, there are 3 negotiable instruments named have been given. First is promissory note, defined under section 4. Second is bill of exchange, defined under section 5. And third is check, defined under section 6. It means right answer is your C. Promissory note, bill of exchange and check. These are the negotiable instruments that can be used as a commercial transaction. Section 4, 5 and 6. Okay. So right answer will be your C option. Next. Achha, what is the difference between promissory note and bill of exchange? Check, you all know check is a type of bill of exchange which is drawn by the drawer on the name of a certain pay. Okay. On a specific banker name, it will be issued. That's a check. There are 3 parties in the check. First is drawer. Drawer means the person who issued the check. Second is drawee. Drawee will always be a bank who will take money from one account and pay to the other person. And pay means the receiver, the person who receives the money. Okay. Now, if we talk about bill of exchange and promissory note, what is the difference? The first difference is that promissory note will have 2 parties. Bill of exchange can have more than 2 parties. 2 or more than 2 parties can be there. 2 or more than 2 parties can be there. The another difference is that in the promissory note, the person, the drawer, says that I am saying unconditional undertaking. The person takes unconditional undertaking. Okay. In case of bills of exchange, the person takes unconditional order. Okay, because in promissory note, the person promises himself or herself, that I will be paying this money to this person on this date without any condition. That's the unconditional undertaking the drawer is taking here. In case of bill of exchange, the drawer orders the banks, unconditional order, that no matter what, you have to make payment on this particular day to this party. And this is the only 2 difference between the promissory note and bill of exchange. Do remember that. Now, let's move forward. Next question is talking about, for which of the following transactions are banker's checks commonly used? So, we are talking about banker's check is used for which of the following transaction? First is saying at the request of the client. Okay. Second is saying payment of the balance amount of a deceased account to its claimant or legal heirs. Third is saying payments of bills on realization received presented for payment by the local banks other than the branch of our bank. Fourth, payment of deferred payment guarantee. So, in which of the following transaction banker's check commonly used? So, it is issued by the bank for the purpose on the order of the customer. Apart from that, what are the other correct statements, correct conditions? A, B, C or D? Okay. So, the right answer for this question is banker's check can be issued for all of these conditions. Right answer is D, that is all of the above. Okay. Right answer is D, that is your all of the above. In all cases, banker checks will be used. In case of at the request of the client, when the client requests you to issue the banker's check. Second, payment of the balance amount of a deceased account. Third, payment of bills on realization received. Third, okay, and the fourth one is payment of deferred payment guarantees. Next question. Next is talking about under the Negotiable Instrument Act. So, this is we have done. Third option is correct. This is we have done. Next question is Here it is. Yeah, what are the types of organizations permitted by Reserve Bank of India to serve as the intermediaries in providing financial and banking services based on the business facilitator and business correspondent models? So, the NGO, self-help group, microfinance institution, civil society organization, all of the above. Out of these four, what do you think to whom RBI allowed, then you can provide the financial and banking services to the public on the basis of the BF and BC models? So, who are allowed to be providing the BF and BC model? A, B, C or D? The NGO, self-help group, microfinance institutions, civil society organization, all of the above. Let me know which of the following is correct. A, B, C or D? Okay, on the BC and BF model, all the options that have been given here, your NGOs, your self-help group, your microfinance institution, your civil society organization, they can all provide the financial product and services to the public. So, the right answer for this question will be your D option. Okay, right answer will be D. All of the above are allowed by RBI to perform the BF and BC models. Okay. Next question is talking about Ramesh had deposited a check of rupees 50,000 in his bank account, which was crossed account pay only. However, the bank had mistakenly paid the amount to the third party without verifying the pay's details. What is the liability of a bank in this case? So, this is a case study question. And the case study question is asking to you that you got a check that was an account pay check. The check was for Ramesh. He has deposited the check in the bank and the check was account pay. Bank have not verified the details of the pay and made payment to the third party. In that situation, what will be the liability of the bank? First is saying the bank is liable to Ramesh for any loss he may sustain owing to the wrongful payment. Second, the bank is not liable as the check was crossed account pay only. Third, the bank is not liable as the payment was made in due course. Fourth, the bank is liable to the third party for any loss he may sustain owing to wrongful payment. Okay, so let me know which of the following is correct. So, the first thing, it is the mistake from the side of the bank. If the mistake is from the side of the bank, bank definitely will be liable. So, it means you can say the B and C option are eliminated because they are saying bank is not liable. Bank is definitely liable here. But liable to whom? To Ramesh or to the third party? Obviously to Ramesh because the check was deposited to the Ramesh. So, bank will be liable to the Ramesh for any loss he may sustain owing to the wrongful payment. So, right answer will be your A option. So, these kind of case study questions can be seen in your paper maximum. The maximum pattern of question you can see might be your case study question because this happened in October 2023. Okay. Next question. What are the objectives of payment banks? So, payment banks are differentiated banks. You all know about it. So, payment banks are differentiated bank and they were introduced by RBI in 2015. For what objective? First is saying providing a small savings account to various entities. Second, offering payments and remittance services. Third, ensuring financial inclusion by serving remote areas through banking correspondents, ATMs and other networks. So, let me know which of the following is correct. Which of the following is the objective of payment banks? A, B, C or D? So, payment bank and a small finance bank, they both have been introduced for the purpose of financial inclusion. That is true. So, ensuring the financial inclusion by serving the remote areas through the BC ATMs and your other network. This is true. Achha, when we talk about the financial inclusion, what actually the financial inclusion is? Financial inclusion means simply to link each and every person, with financial product and services, financial products and services at an affordable cost. This is financial inclusion at an affordable cost. So do remember, whenever you talk about, whenever you talk about your payment banks, okay, whenever you talk about your payment banks, you will, whenever you talk about financial inclusion, you will find financial inclusion means to link each and every person who do not have financial product and services available right now, to provide them financial product and services, and that should be at affordable cost, like the zero balance account we are providing. Okay, so the third is correct. Offering payments and remittance services, correct. Providing a small savings account, correct. In the account, payment bank cannot provide the RAFA services, it only provides CASA services. Okay, apart from that, they accept 2 lakh deposit per customer, not more than 2. Up to 2 lakh they can accept. Earlier it was 1 lakh, but it have been increased by RBI, so now it is 2 lakh. So right answer is what? 1, 2 and 3. Right answer will be your what? 1, 2 and 3. That's your payment banks. Okay, next question we are talking about. Do remember the explanation as well I am giving. Okay, because that is also important. Next question. What is the objective of one district, one bank models of direct benefit transfer program in India? So DBT was introduced so that the beneficiaries of social welfare scheme, the government's welfare schemes, will get their benefit at their doorstep, because a lot of mediators were there who were taking this benefit from there. Okay, and that's why we have introduced one district, one bank model direct benefit transfer program in India. Now you have to answer, what is the objective of this program? Okay, so first is saying to implement a system for direct transfer of subsidies and cash benefits to the individual. Second, to promote bank profit by linking Aadhaar seeded bank accounts with the delivery of development scheme benefit. Third, to streamline the distribution process and eliminate leakage in the subsidy and the cash benefit delivery. Fourth, to decline transparency and accountability in the implementation of the development scheme. So what do you think, which of the following is the correct objective of one district, one bank model? A, B, C or D? Okay, so the right answer will be your, you can see, to streamline the distribution process and eliminate the leakages in the subsidy and the cash benefit delivery. So as I have told you, why we have introduced this scheme, just to make sure that the mediators who are providing the benefit of the government scheme to the actual beneficiaries, they were somehow taking the benefit out of that. Okay, and to stop this, we have introduced this model. So right answer will be C option for this question. Okay, right answer will be C. Now next question we have here. Under what condition is a collecting banker protected while collecting a check or draft? So collecting banker is protected, the question is asking about. The check is collected for customer in compliance with KYC guidelines. The check is crossed either generally or especially before it received by the banker. The banker acts in the good faith, and that we have already discussed. Right answer is all of the above. In all these cases, the banker will be what? The banker will be protected. Okay, right answer is D. And this protection will be provided to the banker in the Negotiable Instrument Act in 1881. Okay, do remember that. In the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881, the protection will be provided to the banker. Now, the dash lays down the law relating to the payment of a customer's check and the protection that is available to a banker making payment of a check in due course. Indian Contract Act, Reserve Bank of India Act, Negotiable Instrument Act, Banking Regulation Act. So, in which act it lays down the law that is related to the payment of a customer's check and the protection that is available to a banker making the payment of a check in due course? A, B, C or D? So obviously, if you're talking about the payment of customer check and protection, it is talk about under the Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. So the right answer will be your C option. The right answer will be your C option. That's a Negotiable Instrument Act 1881. Okay, next question. How many free transactions are customer eligible for every month at their bank's ATM, considering both financial and non-financial transaction? So question is asking how many free transactions are customer eligible for every month at their bank's ATM, considering both financial and non-financial transaction. In a month, that is asking about A, B, C or D. Okay, 1 transaction, 3 transaction, 5 transactions, 7 transactions. 7 is a lot. At only 5 transactions allowed. How many transactions are allowed? 5 transactions are allowed. So your right answer will be C. Okay. Achha, one more thing, the types of ATMs are very important. Hana, we have discussed in the paid classes types of ATM. If you guys who are preparing for yourself, Hana, you are doing self-study, if you have not seen types of ATM, then do make sure you read them, because it's not a particular topic of your syllabus, but the question will be seen from the types of ATM. So there are 11 types of ATM. Do make sure you cover all those. Okay. Next, what is the usual duration for payment in a contract involving the import of goods and on deferred payment terms? So question is asking about that what is the usual duration for payment in a contract involving the import of goods on the deferred payment terms? Is it 1 to 7 year, 3 to 5 year, 5 to 7 years or 7 to 10 years? The usual duration in contract involving import of goods on deferred payment terms. And the right answer is obviously 1 to 7 years. The right answer is what? It is 1 to 7 years. Okay, right answer is A. Next question. Next we have here, what are the conditions for engaging in non-banking financial companies as business correspondents? The conditions for engaging in NBFC as business correspondents. First, to ensure there is no mixing of bank funds with those of NBFC and D. What is NBFC and D? NBFCs, or we can say non-deposit taking NBFCs. Okay. The second is saying here a specific contractual arrangement for all conflicts of interest to be adequately handled. And the third is saying bank to ensure NBFC and D does not adopt any restrictive practice. So what do you think? What are the conditions for engaging NBFCs as business correspondents? A, B, C or D? And the answer is obviously the NBFCs have to, the bank's fund and NBFCs non-deposit taking funds should not be mixed. This is correct. Second also correct, because a specific contractual arrangement for all the conflict of interest that should be adequately handled. And the third is also correct, bank to ensure NBFC and D does not adopt any restrictive practices. It means A is correct. These are the conditions for engaging NBFCs as the business correspondent. So the right answer will be A. Okay, if you engage NBFCs as a business correspondent, these are the conditions that have to be followed by the NBFCs. Okay, and as you know, NBFCs are deposit taking NBFCs and non-deposit taking NBFCs. So NBFCs D and NBFCs and D represent these broadly divided two types of NBFCs. Okay, next. Which of the following statement is correct regarding the number of contracts? The statement regarding number of contracts. First is saying a contract of indemnity consists of just one agreement that is made between two parties. Second, in a contract of guarantee, there are at least 3 contracts, one between the debtor creditor and the other between the creditor and surety, and the third between the surety and the debtor. So what do you think? Out of these two statements, statement 1 and 2, which statement is correct? A, B, C or D? And the right answer is both the statements are correct. The contract of indemnity consists of just one agreement that is made between two parties. Okay, this is correct. But in a contract of guarantee, there should be at least 3 contracts. between debtor creditor, between creditor surety, between surety and debtor. So both the statements are correct, statement 1 and 2. So right answer will be your C option. Okay, right answer we have is C. Next. What is the usual range of advance payment made by the buyer in contract for the import of goods under the deferred payment terms? Question is asking what is the usual range of advance payment made by the buyer in contract for the import of goods and under deferred payment terms. 5 to 10% of total price, 10 to 15% of total price, 15 to 20% or 20 to 25%. Which of the following is correct? Okay, so in contract involving the import of goods on deferred payment terms, it is a standard practice for the buyer to make an advance payment. Okay, and that usually falls between what? 10 to 15% of the total price. Okay, it is what we are talking about. It is the standard practice for the buyer to make the advance payment, and that usually falls between the 10 to 15% of the total price of the goods. Okay, and this advance will, the advance 10 to 15% of total price given by the buyer, it serves multiple purposes, like it creates the level of trust. Okay, it offers financial assurance to the seller. It indicates that the buyer's commitment to the transaction is fixed. Okay, so these kind of benefits will be seen if the buyer is making advance payment of around 10 to 15% of the total price. So right answer is B. Okay, right answer will be B. Now, next question is talking about what was the specific target associated with the sub-target set of priority sector lending for all commercial bank by the year 1985. Which of the following is correct? Is it 30% of total bank advance with emphasis on agriculture and weaker section, 40% of total advance focusing on weaker section, 50% of total advance are dedicated to agriculture, 40% of total bank advance with a specific target for agriculture and weaker section. So what do you think? Which of the following is correct? PSL is an important chapter not only for PPB but also for IEIFS. Okay, do remember that. In IEIFS also you will find that you will have a PSL chapter questions. Sub-staff to clerk by 85% coupon, but certainly there is no. Vishal sir, that was the offer that was introduced at the time of New Year only, Hana. So it actually ends on 3rd of January. Now you cannot get the 85% offer right now. You can only get the 80% offer. Okay, 80% offer is available. If you use the code Y496, you will get 80% discount, and that's the maximum discount you will find now onwards. 85% was introduced once in a while, like it was the first time where officers at 24/7 have provided the 85% discount. It will not repeat again very soon. So right now the maximum discount is only 80%. Okay, so which of the following is right? Actually, the right answer is 40% of their A and B, C, and the sub-target for agriculture and weaker section will be there. The sub-target for agriculture is 18%. Okay, how much? 18%. And for weaker section, it is 12%. For what banks? For the commercial banks. So, right answer will be your D option. Done? Next question we have here, that's talking about what is the purpose of Bankers Book Evidence Act 1891 in a legal dispute between a bank's customer and a third party. The question is asking what is the purpose of the Bankers Book Evidence Act 1891 in a legal dispute between a banker's customer and a third party. Okay, first is saying to provide the certified copies of entries in the bank's book as prima facie evidence to ensure that the bank complies with the orders after verifying the authority of the requesting officer, to restrict the information supplied by the banks to specific points requested, to ensure the banks from producing the original books of account as evidence. So which of the following is correct? Okay, the right answer is A. To provide certified copies of entries in the bank's book as prima facie evidence. That's the Bankers Book Evidence Act 1891. Purpose, है ना, in a legal dispute between a banks and a customer. So right answer will be A. Any chance for 85%? No, sir, Vishal, sir. This offer ends on your 3rd of January. After that, it won't come again. I think at least till the next new year, I don't think this 85% discount will come again. Okay, so as I told you, 80% will be the maximum discount which will be available to you. 85 was the first time introduced at the time of New Year. It won't come again till the next year, I guess. Next, what is the assigned weightage for district the per capita credit flow to the priority sector below 6,000 as per the priority sector lending adjustment framework? Is it 75, 100, 125 or 90%? A, B, C or D? Okay, so the right answer will be here 125%. The right answer will be your 125%. Next question. Acha. Before next question, this is the offer I was talking about right now on the occasion of Republic Day. Officers at 24/7 is back with the sale in which JAIIB, CIB, Mahapack is available with 80% discount and the double validity. Okay, this is available and you can see the actual price of Mahapack is 52,495, but it will be available 11,024 plus 1% additional discount will be there if you use the coins on the application. So this offer is available for 24 months validity. So JAIIB, CIB, Mahapack is at right now 24 months validity with the 80% discount. So this price is for 79%. Okay. If you purchase the batch or Mahapack from the application, you will get 1% additional discount and the code to enroll will be Y496 and this is the offer that will end today in midnight. Okay. After that, this offer will not be there. Let's move forward. Next question is talking about what is the fundamental difference between the financial guarantee and the performance guarantee in their implementation in context of banking transaction. So the difference between your financial guarantee and performance guarantee. First is saying financial guarantee focus on fulfillment of financial obligation, while the performance guarantee consider the timely completion of the task or project. Okay. Second is saying financial guarantees are issued in the course of business while performance guarantees are not. Third is saying performance guarantees cover only financial losses while the financial guarantee cover operational risk. Fourth, financial guarantees are associated with the deferred payment while performance guarantees are not. So the right answer is actually if it's a financial guarantee, it will focus on the financial obligation. Na? And if it's a performance guarantee, it will consider timely completion of the task. Okay, like the performance, how the performance is going on. So right answer will be A. This is the difference of your financial guarantee and the performance guarantee in implementation in context to your banking transaction. The financial guarantee will focus on the financial obligations and performance guarantee will focus on your completion of the task or the project. Next, which rights are specifically defined under Consumer Protection Act 2019? Which of the following rights are there which have been defined under the Consumer Protection Act 2019? First is saying the right to be protected against hazardous goods, products or services. Second, the right to be informed about the quality, quantity, potency, purity, standard and price of goods, products and services. Third is saying the right to have access to a variety of goods, products or services at competitive price. Fourth, the right to be heard and to have consumer interest considered appropriate fora. Which of the following is correct? A, B, C or D? Okay. So Consumer Protection Act 2019, it is rights that is defined under this is all of the above. It talks about protected against hazardous goods, products or services, right to be informed about the quality, quantity, potency, purity, standard, price, product and services. The right to have access to variety of goods, products or services at competitive prices. The right to have a consumer's interest considered at appropriate forum. So all of the above are the right that is defined under the Consumer Protect Act 2019. Okay. Next, which types of payment can be managed through direct credit by funds transfer? So which types of payments can be managed through the direct credit by the fund transfer? Supply chain payments, overseas remittance, salary payment, statutory payments. A, B, C or D? The types of payment can be managed through the direct credit by funds transfer. And the answer is obviously the supply chain payment, the overseas remittance, the salary payment, the statutory payments. All of the above can be managed through the direct credit by funds transfer. And the answer will be your D option. Okay. Now, this is the next question. It will seem like a very tough question, very big question, but it's simply a case study. It's very easy. So let's read. Mr. Patel requested a business loan from a bank to expand his manufacturing business. He offered his newly acquired factory premises as security. After reviewing his request, the bank agreed to grant him a loan. In August 2023, Mr. Patel defaulted on his loan repayment. Which of the following action is the bank most likely to undertake as a first step? So, Mr. Patel requested a business loan from a bank to expand its manufacturing business. He offered newly acquired factory premises as security, but after reviewing his request, bank has given the loan, but he defaulted on the loan repayment. What action will be bank taking? First, the bank can exercise control over the factory premises which was charged to the bank as a security for the credit facility extended to recover the defaulted amount by potentially selling, leveraging the assets. This might be the action. Hana? This we can say this action can be taken by the bank because this is directly fit in the condition, in the situation. Okay, but let's see other options as well. The bank will initiate a legal process to facilitate discussion. No, no discussion is required. The bank will demand Mr. Patel to quickly provide another substantial assets or financial instrument as an additional security. No. Why you will ask for the another asset? Okay. The bank can request Mr. Patel to actively involve himself in finding a credible buyer for the factory premises. No. The premises, factory premises have the possession was with the buyer, the borrower actually, but the ownership will be now transferred to the bank. Why? Because the customer is unable to repay the loan. So now if it have to be sold, then the auction will be done by bank, not a buyer, not a borrower. So the right answer is A. The first option or the A will be the step that will be taken by the bank. Okay. So right answer was A. Next question. Next, it's talking about what are the primary considerations in determining the authority level for loan sanctioning in a bank centralized system. Okay, we are talking about what are the primary considerations in determining the authority levels for loan sanction in a bank centralized system. First, type of customer, purpose, type of loan facility and amount of exposure. Second, credit score and financial history of the customer. Third, geographical location and employment status of customer. Fourth, age and gender of the customer. So what do you think? Which of the following is correct? The primary consideration in determining the authority level for loan sanctioning in a bank's centralized system. It depends on the types of customer, the purpose of loan, the type of loan facility and the amount of exposure is allowed. So right answer is A option. Okay, the right answer will be your A option. Next case. Mark, a famous musician known for his groundbreaking composition, recorded a new album in 2023 after taking a break from music for a few years. The album features not only his vocal performance but also intricate instrument as he is planning to release it through multiple platforms. including streaming services and physical copies. He wants to ensure that his copyright protections are in place. Which rights related to copyright apply to Mark's recording of his new album? So a case have been given to you. Mark is a famous musician. He is known for his groundbreaking composition and recorded a new album in 2023 after he have taken a break from the music for a few years. Okay, and the album features not only his vocal performance but also the intricate instrument here. So as he is planning to release it through multiple platforms, including streaming services and physical copies, he wants to ensure that his copyright protection are in place. So which rights related to copyright apply to Mark's recording of his new album? So copyright is actually a intellectual property right. When we talk about intellectual property right, we have trade, we have patent, we have trademark, and we have copyright. Copyright will be for the what we can call it, your writings. Copyright is for your writings. Let's say, for example, I'm writing a story, I'm writing a music, I'm writing any let's say book or something. On that you can have the copyright. So which of the following will be there? Rights related to copyright that protect performing artists when they deliver their performance on various platforms. Rights related to copyright that covers broadcasters when they air content through radio and television program. Third, rights related to copyright that safeguard producers of phonograms in the original recording they have produced. Rights related to copyright that protect literary authors in their written composition, including the books and articles. So in this case, what right will be given to the Mark's recording of his new album? A, B, C or D? And the right answer will be your C. It is the rights related to the copyright that will safeguard the producers of phonograms in the original recording they have produced. Right answer will be your C. Okay, next question. Now, in an LC, what is LC? Letter of credit transaction involving the urgent delivery of electronics worth rupees $3.5 million of airway bill, what action should be advising bank take here? What action will be taken by the advising bank? A, B, C or D? Okay, first is saying promptly accept the airway bill as one of the valid documents since it fully aligns with the specific terms and conditions stipulated in the letter of credit for this transaction, and this is true. Okay, what advising bank will do? It will promptly accept the airway bill as one of the valid document because it is fully aligns with the specific terms and conditions that have been stipulated in the letter of credit for the transaction. It means right answer will be your A. Okay. Now choose to decline the airway bill outright based on inherent non-negotiable status. No, it will not have a non-negotiable status. Explicit request the beneficiary to furnish multiple original copies of the airway bills, not required. Then the directly advise the importer of the quickly approve the air bill, particularly taking into account the special circumstances of urgency that are outlined for the swift delivery of goods in this case. So the right answer obviously not. Right answer is A. Okay. The right answer will be A, that it have to promptly accept the airway bill because it is a valid document and it is fully aligned with the terms and conditions that have been defined in the letter of credit. So right answer was A. Next question we have here, why it is important for transport operators to register vehicle ownership with the Regional Transport Authority when financing the vehicle acquisition? Why it is important for transport operators to register the vehicle ownership with the Regional Transport Authority when financing vehicle acquisition? First, it helps in the easier valuation of vehicles by manufacturers. It prevents unauthorized transfer of vehicle ownership. It prohibits the lender from selling the vehicle to recover dues. It maintains the security value of the vehicle despite rapid depreciation. So, why it is important for the transport operators to register vehicle ownership with the Regional Transport Authority when financing vehicle acquisition? Obviously, to prevent the unauthorized transfer of vehicle ownership. So, right answer will be B. Right answer will be your B option. Okay. So, they do not want to have the unauthorized transfer of the vehicle ownership. That's why, to prevent it, this registration, or we can say this registration by or with the regional transport authority is mandatory. Next, what are the primary consideration is determining the authority levels for loan sanctioning in a bank centralized system? Okay, that we have done. The type of customer, the purpose, the type of loan, and the amount of exposure that have been given to the banks. So actually right answer will be A. Okay, this we have done. Then okay, RTI we have also done. Both the public sector and private sector will be there. Now next, as per rule 13, when should be a person receiving foreign contribution in a quarter of the financial year disclose the details of the foreign contribution received? So as of rule 13 we are talking about when should a person will receiving foreign contribution in a quarter of the financial year. Disclose the details of your foreign contribution received. Within 5 days following the last day of the quarter, within 10 days following the last day of the quarter, within 15 days following the last day of a quarter, within 20 days following the last day of a quarter. So what do you think, which of the following is correct? Okay, so the right answer is within 15 days following the last day of the quarter. That is C option. Right answer is C. Okay. Next question. What are the standard tools used by lenders in the credit appraisal process? So what are the tools, or we can say the standard tools that have to be taken by the lender in the case of your credit appraisal process? First, analysis of borrower's financial statement. Okay. Second, evaluation of the applicant's product prospectus in the market and industry. Okay. Assessment of viability of customer's business. Determining the credit's potential as a performing asset. So what do you think? What have to be cross-checked, or what should be the standard tools that help the lender to decide the credit appraisal process, or to decide that it should be done or not? A, B, C or D? And the right answer will be your all of the above. Okay, the lender have to check the analysis of the borrower's financial statements. The lender have to evaluate the applicant's product prospect in the market and in the industry. Then the lender have to do the assessment of the viability of the customer's business. Fourth, it have to determine the credit potential as a performing asset. Okay, so the right answer will be D, all of the above. Right answer will be your D, that is all of the above. Yes, Sanjeev sir, very good. The right answer will be your D, all of the above. Next question. Which of the following statements are correct regarding handling of cyber risk by banks? The correct statement regarding the handling of cyber risk by banks. First is saying banks have established a dedicated security operations center which serves as facilitates where a team of information security experts is stationed. This team is entrusted with the ongoing task of vigilantly overseeing and evaluating an organization's security status. Second, the primary objective of SOC team is to identify, synchronize and take action against the cyber security concern through the integration of technology tools and a comprehensive suite of protocols. Even the close cooperation occurs between SOC personnel and organizational incident response team to promptly tackle security matters immediately upon the detection. So what do you think? What have to be done regarding the handling of cyber risk by bank? What bank have to do? So cyber threats are increasing continuously because we are introducing more and more digital services in the banking sector. Because when more and more digital services will be there in the banking sector, it will obviously create the cyber threats. And then banks, it's the responsibility of the bank to be capable of handling the cyber risk. And what have to be done out of these two? A, B, C or D? And the right answer is both should be the work that have to be done by the bank to handle the cyber risk. Hana, they have to establish the security operation centers. Then the operation of this team is to do what? To identify, to synchronize, to take action against the cyber security concerns. So the right answer will be both. These two steps have to be taken by the banks. Okay, so done. So we have now completed the analysis of your PPB readiness test. Those who have not given yet the PPB readiness test, you can give now, but you won't become in the leaderboard, okay? And you can give for your practice test is available. You can go to the study material, then go to the All India mock test. There you will find the test. You can give the test. And if you have any doubt, you can always ask on the Telegram channels, or you can ask in the comment section as well. Apart from that, the leaderboard, the top 10 leaderboard, the top 10 candidates out of the total candidates who have given paper is already available. You can check your name in the leaderboard, you are top 10 or not. Okay. Apart from that, how to get the PDF of this session, I will let you know in the end of the session. But before that, first of all, again, happy Republic Day to all of you. And on the Republic Day, Officer Study 24/7 came up with the 80% discount for all the batches and 80% discount plus double validity for your all Mahapacks. So by paying 6,300, you will get 1 year validity on the Mahapack. Apart from that, the Victory batch, this is the new batch. The Victory batch is starting from 6th of February, in which I will be starting IE and IFS in your Victory batch. Okay, so 4,200 will be the price, and if you use the code Y496 on the application, you will get 1% more discount on this amount. Okay, so this is the amount of your batches, Victory batch and Mahapack. Apart from that, how to enroll? You have to download the Adda 24/7 application first. Download the application, and after downloading the application, one second, you have to go to the exam category. After downloading the application, you have to go to the exam category, and your exam category will be JAIIB, CIB. Let's say this is the home page of your application. Okay. Once you scroll down, you will find the exam categories here. Go to the JAIIB, CIB, then go to the JAIIB May 2024. You will find all the live classes, the test series, the video courses, the ebooks, and the hard copies of the book. Everything is available. Okay, now how to enroll? I keep saying to all of you, whenever you find this double validity, just go with the Mahapack. Do not go with the individual batch, because it gives you more benefit. Okay, but still, if you do not want to enroll in the Mahapack, you can purchase the Victory batch as well. How to enroll? Just click on the product you want to enroll. Okay, do check the offering of the product. What is the validity? Validity will be 6 plus 6 and 12 plus 12. Depends on you what validity you want. Then click on the buy now option. When you click on here, if you want more than 78% discount, enter the code that will be Y496 and click on apply. Once you apply, you will find out here. One second. Okay, the site is not working right now. Okay, the site is not working right now. I will check this. So what you have to do, just apply the code here. Hana, the code will be your Y496. The code that you can use is Y496. After using this code, you will get here 80% discount. Okay, and validity will be 6 plus 6 months. It means 1 year validity will be available for all of you. So site is not working right now, so I can't show you how to apply. The same process you can use for the Victory batch as well. Let's say, for example, you want to go with the Victory batch. Okay, Y496. Done. Once you apply, you can find here 79% discount. 1% additional discount will be available by using the coins. So you will get 80% discount. 1 year validity by using this code. Okay, this is the Mahapack. If you want to go with the Victory batch, that is also available, and one more better option with all of you is there, JAIIB, CIB Mahapack. So in the only JAIIB Mahapack, you have to pay around 6,700 something. So when you go for the JAIIB, CIB Mahapack, you can see, just use the code Y496. Click apply. You will find here the 79% discount. 1% additional discount will be available if you use the coins. So it will be 80% discount. 24 months validity is there. It means 2 years validity is there. It means 4 attempts of your JAIIB CIB. Okay, and the code will be Y496, around 10,000 something you have to pay. For individual 1 year JAIIB pack, you have to pay around 6,700 something. But for JAIIB CIB, 4 attempts, or I can say 2 years validity will be available by paying around 10,000 something. So this is the best value right now in the offer available for all of you. The process to enroll in any batch will be same. Okay, and the code will be same, that is Y496. Apart from that, if you want to regularly join the YouTube channels, then you can subscribe the channel Officers Adda 24/7 and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification will be given to you. I will be meeting with all of you 7 to 9 p.m. again for the IEIFS English medium session. Okay, it will be an English medium session for 2 hours. This is the session that is going to be there in the evening. Apart from that, the same sessions of the other subject is also available, and the schedule of that is here. You can check this schedule, take a screenshot of this schedule so that you will not miss any sessions here. This is the 4 days, 8 subject, 32 hours initiative that Officers Adda 24/7 have taken for these important 4 days of your week. And if you have not seen the already done sessions, okay, then you can watch the recording of that. Let's say right now, if we talk about today, I will be taking this session. Yesterday, I have taken this session. If you have not seen this session, you can check the recording. Then on 27th, the bilingual session will be there. On 27th, RBWM session will be there. And on 27th, you will have the AFM session also. 1 to 3, 7 to 9 and 9 to 11 is the timing that you have to attend these YT sessions on. Clear? So this is the whole information for all of you. Now we'll end the session here. If you have any doubt in today's session, do let me know in the comment section. And if you have not attempted the paper, then you can go and check the All India mock, you will find there. Now, how to download the PDF of this particular session? What you have to do, simply go to the YouTube, okay, and go to the Officers Adda 24/7 channel. Okay, Officers Adda 24/7. Click on the channel. Okay, this is the Officers Adda 24/7 channel. What you have to do, let's say this is written here. If you want to get the class PDF, you can see in the description it is given here. Download JAIIB May 2024 most important questions PDF here for Android users as well as for iOS user. This link have been given. So click on this link and you will be able to download the content. You will get the PDF of all the YT sessions. Okay, so do that if you want to have the PDFs. Okay. So that's all for today. Let's end the session here. Thank you everyone for joining the session, and we will be meeting again at 7 to 9 p.m. today for IEIFS English medium session. Do not forget to join that session and inform others also to join from 7 to 9 p.m. today only on Officers Adda 24/7, and do share the session with all of your friends. Okay, thank you everyone. Take care. Bye bye.